Hello. Yeah. Things are in fine shape. Okay. I'll leave that for a bit. Okay. That should do. Okay, I'll be ready to go in like 3 minutes then. All set? Howdy, Meehan. How you doing? Hello, Alice. Oh my gosh. Please don't. But it's lovely to see you, Alice. How are you? I mean, I think you have to go through like several steps to report someone, so I'm not too worried about it. You started Zelda 2? Okay. What do you think so far, Mihan? I like Zelda 2. It's hard, but I like it. Playing it without guides, though? No way. Heck no. Terrible game. Completely unplayable. With guides, a fun challenge. Yeah. I'm glad that there are those layers of redundancy, Alice. Feels like you could definitely almost make that mistake, given that it's so close to, like, your other options. Oh. Alright. Thankfully, because... Well, not thankfully, but because everything broke last time, all of my notes are still good. And I didn't have to do a whole lot of prep work, which is good, because I was very busy at work. Manectric it is, Alice. Manectric it is. Oh. Admittedly, there is probably a character that gets introduced today that I did not make a bio for. Shoot. I'll have to do that. Perhaps on the spot. We'll see how far we get. I may have planned too far in advance, like always. Mystic, hello. How are you doing? I always think I'm gonna get further than I do. Oh. Yes, Mavocata, I do. I remember having Pokemon battles on the playground with some friends in elementary school, and I would always have the best teams because I was the one who was best able to craft a narrative of my friends. I remember, you know, playing with imaginary wands, which were usually pencils, or just miming, you know, casting Harry Potter spells. We really didn't have much sense for things. It oftentimes would elevate to, you know, the killing spells very quickly. Very quickly. I'm sorry you're a bit bummed, but I'm glad you're alright otherwise, Mystic. avocado. That sounds so fun, though. Yeah, Alice, this would have been maybe just after I got my my Game Boy Advance, so I was definitely not allowed to bring it to school. Ugh. We'll just go like way down with it. There we go. All right. Well, I reckon we're at about starting time, shall we? Yeah, Diamond and Pearl came out when I was in 4th or 5th grade. I remember that. Continue. Also, I realized for some silly reason I saved it in the bottom save file last time. In one word, gameplay. That's all I got for you. But I feel like, that's a step in the right direction, right? Last time was a lot of flashbacks. Not that the flashbacks weren't altogether unhelpful. However, so, speaking of last time, I've decided, because I've got the save files, I'm going to probably re-record, the flashback bit, and, like, not stream it, but just record it, and then post it unlisted to YouTube and put it in the library. So that way, we've got a better distillation of that section. And without my needing to cut in and do stream chatter, it'll, like, the time that it'll take will cut down to, like, maybe an hour, maybe a little longer, but that is my plan. Because I was not... Yeah, I do, Alice. I don't use it. Or I use it secretly. Yeah, I wasn't terribly happy with how last time turned out for just reasons beyond my control. And so I'm going to do what I can to fix it. Anyways. Flashbacks notwithstanding, we can now come back into Calm and do a little bit of shopping and a little bit of item collecting that we were not able to do last time because the internet was grumpy. So here, is it this one? Or... Oh, it's this one, I think. Guess I can't reach it. But it's just tantalizing, isn't it? Oh, come on! Obtain Mega Elixir, which is the single best healing item in the entire game. This is one where it's just like, there's no trick, you just have to keep trying. If you try 5 times, you get it. Not a terrible fan of when they do that with items in RPGs, but it's better with a guide. It's just like you have to try and do things that would otherwise seem futile. In this house, there are some people that we can talk to, and the conversations will actually determine part of the outcome of the of a scene later. I forget how I've been couching it so far. However, this is one of the few instances that you are not bound to doing right at the moment you do it. Yeah. The decor is so homey, is it not? Lovely wooden furniture. And so I am going to actually save the conversations in here until later, so that I can essentially use it to break ties. I think there's another item in this house. Oh no, it's just the one under the stairs. Okay. In each of these houses there are hidden items. And so I'm going to pick up each of them before I move along. There's also It's people that we can talk to. Drew say you came from Midgar. I used to live there. They have a lot of trouble these days. I don't know, Mavocata. I've always been like I don't care for a tie. I feel a little like I'm being strangled. Also, where you might expect to find an item in this house, instead there's a dog. Hi there, dog. Why that dog was being kept in the cupboard under the stairs? I'll leave that up to your imagination. I think it's a good thing that we're stealing from this person. I don't know that this is a good man. Also, these like chests here that look like you could open them, you can't. They will never open. I don't know, Alice. It seems like a pretty good dog to me. Look, it goes and sits. And maybe a little. It does look a little rat. But listen to him. He's so sad now. I think he's capitulant. Suspicious man in black cloak showed up. He was carrying a mean-looking sword. Now, I wonder if we know anyone fitting that description. I'm not sure. Now, the Peacemaker, if I can find it in my inventory, it'll be at the bottom, I suppose. Yeah, the Peacemaker is a long-range weapon. Look at that icon. Looks a little like a handgun. Though it can't be equipped by Barrett, so we'll just have to save that for later. I think you might be right, Mavocata. Additionally, because there are multiple sets of stairs in this house, there are multiple items that we can just, lightly burgle. No, I don't mean Kabuto Mystic. I don't think Kabuto had swords. Kabutops did. Well, scythes. And yes, I am intentionally misreading that.
My older brother's really immature. He's so embarrassing that I could just puke. I'm gonna join Soldier when I grow up. I'll train hard every day from now on.
Now, in case you're not picking up on the subtext there, this little girl thinks, boys who want to grow up and join Soldier are worth puking over. So we'll just not tell her our full backstory. I mean, he is running a lot. He's got that little kid energy that just does not flag for anything. Is it true that Shinra made those monsters? Yeah, totally. Yeah, well, either way, we can hardly stand up to them if we're relying on their reactors. She raises a good point. World's at peace. All's well. I don't think this man gets out much. I don't think he's heard the news. But that's okay. I won't burst his bubble. I believe we went to the bar last time. So up here, in this uppermost part of town, there are a couple shops. And this is actually, sort of our final main attraction here in Calm. Mystic could be, and if that's the case, I would like some, because clearly whatever he has is good. They're doing a job. I'll get some additional eye drops. I feel like that's useful. Some more stimulants, because I've got money right now. I'll just drop a chunk of change on some stuff. Having a couple extra tents wouldn't do me too much harm. Yeah, that'll be lovely. I may not actually have enough money for the other things. Here, and I love this pyramid, by the way. I mean, just look at it. It's sparkly. It's fantastic. Is our combination materia and weapon shop. We have poison, steel, and sense already, but we don't have earth, which gives us earth magic, or heal, which is not like restore. It'll give like spells that cure status effects. No, I need to sell something because I was a fool, but that's okay. I've got a few extra ethers that I can drop. Chrono Trigger is on Steam. Really? I wonder, I hope it's a good port. Chrono Trigger is such a good game. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick up one of each. And then the weapon shop, almost all of these items are going to be sort of a step down, except the cannonball. The cannonball does improve Barrett's attack. However, the cannonball is actually not a long-range weapon like all of Barrett's weapons so far. The cannonball is a physical weapon, and so he would have to be in the front row to use it like the other characters typically are. Unless you have a long-range materia. And so what the guide suggests is actually not equipping this. I'm gonna pick it up just because, I mean, why not? I've got the money, and I can get more money, and I think it has more materia slots than what I'm running with right now, and Barrett's got enough HP that I feel like it's fully justifiable. Yeah. I think it's kind of like a mace. And then we've got the Mithril Claw here, which would be a step up for Tifa, but at the same time, we have a chance to get something better for free. So I'm not going to buy this, and I'm not going to worry about it. The Full Metal Rod, if you'll notice, is a full 10 points lower than the striking staff that we stole from the Eligor. And the Mithril Bracelet is worse than the Carbon Bangles that we picked up. And I already own 6 of them, so I'm clearly doing fine. Also, just no one point to Mihan's attention how much skill I have right now. You're right, Full Metal Brotherhood was definitely the superior series, though I do have my fondness for original Full Metal Rod. I will never tell you, Mihan. You'll never get it out of me. Now, there's one more thing that I need to do here in the... Oh, wait. Sorry. I got new materia, I should equip them, instead of being a ding-dong. Yeah. So it's like Poisona, Isuna, and then something that helps resist the, causing status effects. Take down Cloud's strength a little, but because he's got the extra strong weapon right now, he's fine. Rotten luck. Oh, Barrett's got a limit break. Okay. I'll use it. Really what I should be doing, I should be using Matra Magic a lot, because it's, it's all hit, especially when I'm in the back row. Just constantly be throwing missiles at enemies. That spell, because it's all hit and non-elemental, is pretty much like, if you want to quickly get through a battle with multiple enemies, you throw that out once, twice, you're done. Because there are very few enemies at this point in the game that are going to have more than, like, 300 HP. There we go. Now, as it were, I actually only need one of these. Because we got Matcha Magic from them last time, so I left one alive. But there's actually an item that we can steal from that I forgot to grab because I'm silly. And so we have a little bit of work to do. Oh, interesting. In this battle formation, the Cure-All materia doesn't actually work on all, it works on all on one side. I didn't know that. I promise there won't be too much stealing today, but there are 3 things. There are 3 things that I'm planning on stealing today. Mystic, they are such different experiences. I'll want to judge the remake as a whole once it goes through the entire story, because in terms of what the remake covers, yes, it's definitely better than the original because it allows the story beats to land more, there's more content to it, but there's just more story in the original so far. You know, in 9 years, when the rest of the Final Fantasy remake has come out in its entirety, then we can talk. Until such occasion, I'm afraid we must wait. There we go. I got the atomic scissors. So, the atomic scissors are actually another weapon for Barret. Spencer, hello. And like the cannonball, it is similarly not a ranged weapon. And therefore, you'll want to put Barret in the front row if you use it. I believe, if my memory serves, I believe the atomic scissors are better than the cannonball. Yeah, by a darn sight. So that'll actually make Barret pretty strong, even if we lose having him in the back row. And Spencer, I'm doing very well, thank you for asking. And now we've got 2 extra materia slots on him that we can use, if and we want to. Ooh, what specifically from Red Robin, Mystic? Mofagata, that's such a great distillation. I love it. And yeah, Spencer, go ahead and launch in. Actually, would you mind waiting just a bit? Because we've got something coming up pretty soon that I'll need to talk about, but then I'll have some things that I need to just get through. Actually, no, go ahead. There's something I need to find first. Ah, fancy. Alright. Yeah, now we're finally done in Calm. An 8 out of 10. That's not a perfect review, but it's solid. I'm enthused by this. Alright. So, if you'll recall, the place that we're supposed to go is across the swamp. And I, of course, maybe wasn't like, wasn't supposed to be able to beat the Midgar Zolom, but I could, but that's not what you're supposed to do. And there are some things that you can get in the course of doing what you're supposed to do that I should grab. And good. I hope it's not too hand-holdy in the tutorial, Spencer. I'll look forward to finding out for myself, though. Okay, good. Yeah, right now what we're looking for... Is it this way? Yeah, there it is. It's a little farm. How do I... There we go. Alright, now we're back where the encounters are different. I hope it's not gimmicky in the way that, sticker star bosses were gimmicky. See, that's what I mean about Matra Magic. Mitra? Mitra? Okay. Okay, Spencer. That's good. Now, there is an encounter that I'm looking for over here, which is why I've had Spencer launch in. Mantra. Yes, exactly. Just Om and missiles. You've got to have something that, you know, really brings you to your core before you can launch missiles at everything. I don't remember the trailer terribly well. I should probably let Barrett and Aerith get some kills, right? Otherwise, their limit breaks won't level up. Also, because Barrett's got the scissors, I need to put him in the front. Ah. There we go. Okay. I wonder how, like, the big shot works, actually, because it's not a gun-type weapon. Like, how does it still have the explosive power? Just a question. Yeah, but now Barrett's damage output is pretty comparable to Cloud's. And both of them are above what they should be doing right now. And Aerith's is pretty good, too. Ooh. Neato. Maybe Mothercada. Good point. It's also possible that you were a little, like, maybe stronger or more practiced than you're meant to be, Spencer. Because I know you get really into games and do a lot of twisting and turning. No? Okay, well, maybe not then. Ah! There they are! Okay, you see these little squirrel fellas? That's why I said practice. I knew there wasn't, I knew there wasn't XP. So these little squirrels are moos. Their groundwater attack is actually quite strong for this point in the game, as you might have noted. It's doing about 200 damage to Aerith. That's good, because, you know, it's nice to get some limit breaks. However, the moos also have another attack that I'm hoping to get. From the ground. Mothercada. It's right there in the name. Excuse you. Very rude of him to throw a rock. Interesting, Spencer. Okay. Yeah. These little fellas have an enemy skill I'm looking for. Unfortunately, Subsidence and Groundwater are not the right options. Just has to use it. Just has to use it once. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna hurt Cloud a bit. And it's gonna make him small. Yeah, level 4 suicide does, I believe, 30 seconds of your total HP. Oh, Hot Spring. Hot Spring is an attack it rarely uses, but it will actually heal your character. Yes, Mavakata. Tiny Cloud. And Barrett gets his new limit break.
Cloud.
Yeah, so that is another enemy skill. And it's useful because any enemy that has a level with multiple of 4, you can do 30 seconds of their total damage in one move. Yeah, and so Mind Break will reduce total MP, which is good for MP attacking based enemies. So I guess when it's still on level 1, I get access to both. That's right. Okay. Yeah. And so that's who I was looking for. Rummage! Hello! How are you doing this evening? I just learned the enemy skill level 4 suicide. Things are accomplished. And now we can visit the farm where there are chocobos. Things are going well. I was very busy today at work, but I'm doing good. Cloud, do you want to talk to the bird? Cloud? 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 Sonfax, hello. How are you? Not at the moment, Spencer, but thank you for the review. Spencer was just giving his spoiler-free take on Origami King. Hello? Mafukata, selective breeding. The bigger the chicken, the more meat that you can sell, even if it's less flavorful because it's kind of stretched out. Hello? I know you can talk. Maybe I have to wait. Looking to get past the wetlands up ahead? Yeah, sure am. In that case, you'll need a chocobo. With a chocobo, you can zip through the wetlands in one go. That's the only way you'll avoid being attacked by a Midgard Zormer. Midgard Zolm. Is that a little Caterpie? Sometimes that's adorable. What's a Midgard Zormer? They're huge, snake-like monsters, almost 10 meters tall, and I killed one last time. Like, we're aware. Listen for the squelching sounds of those moving through the wetlands. And then wham! You've had it. You don't want to end up like that, so please, buy a chocobo. To purchase one, talk to my grandson. He's in the stable, the building on the far right of the farm. Actually, how much money do I have? Okay, I have enough. Good. Hello, Mr. Chocobo. Still doesn't want to talk to me. No. For me to play Origami King on stream, I'd need to play Paper Mario 1, Thousand Year Door, and Super Paper Mario. So, in 3 years, we'll do it. Need a chocobo? Yeah. You old folks are out of luck. Old folks? We don't have any chocobos. The ones outside belong to another customer. You know, if you really want a chocobo, why don't you catch one in the wild? Want to know about wild chocobos? I don't know about Color Splash. I don't know. Mavocado, New Horizons. I know where they are. So outside on the world map, you saw there are some spaces on the terrain where there are like footprints, like chocobo footprints, you know, like big claws. Walking along those tracks, you'll find one occasionally. But how do I catch one?
Well, chocobos always appear with monsters. Monsters are a problem. You need to get rid of them before you catch a chocobo.
Go on.
If it wasn't hard enough already, wild chocobos are really cautious. They'll skedaddle at the drop of a hat. But by using greens, you can distract them and they'll be less likely to run away.
Anything else?
Whatever you do, don't rile a chocobo. They're usually quite docile, but tick them off and you'll be sorry. Oh, and remember, a captured chocobo will disappear as quick as a flash the instant you dismount it.
Okay.
Well then, shall we get down to business? If you buy now, I'll sell one chocobo lure for 2,000 gil.
Yeah, I'll buy it. I have no choice.
Thanks. Wouldn't hurt to buy some greens either. That reminds me, how soon a chocobo will finish eating depends on the type of you feed it.
And now we have access to the vegetable store. I'm gonna sell an ether because I need a little more money, and we can always get more. And so I can buy pretty much any of these type of greens. The cheapest, of course, being the Gishel greens. Okay, what does it recommend? I see. I see what it says. Okay. So I'm gonna get like 7 of these. And then I'm gonna actually sell 2 more ethers. And buy 1 mimetite greens. Because those are the best and the chocobos will eat them and not be distracted. And so one hopes that that would do what I needed to do.
My brother Chocobilly swindled you, didn't he? Well, please try not to be mad at him or my grandpa. It's been like this since Mom and Dad died. Welcome. Here's a good tip. Oh, white chocobos love having their necks tickled. But if you tickle them someplace they don't like, they'll flip out, so be careful.
I wonder if that actually has any relevance to the gameplay. Can I climb on this? No. It's probably good that I can't climb on the silo. Okay. I know I can talk to you. Cloud, would you face the right direction? There we go. I would have I would say coal. Que? Do I have to have the I'll give Earth to Barrett. Que. maybe it's not that one. I thought it was. Sometimes it's hard to get Cloud to face the way you want him to. Ah, there we go. Quack? Quack, 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 quack? Quack. Oh. Quack! The Chocobo materia. So, a little information for you. The Chocobo materia is a summoning materia. It will summon Chocobo and Moogle. Additionally, it has an element that is associated with it, wind. And as a wind elemental item, if you want, you can pair it with the elemental materia and give yourself either wind defense or wind attribute to your weapon. So where is my elemental materia currently hiding? I think Aerith has it. No, maybe Cloud. Yeah, Cloud has it. So I'm going to actually do a little switching around. I would, but there's a there's a reason why I won't, and I'll get to that probably by the end of today, Mofgada. We're giving Cloud wind. Read into that as you will. There we go. Now that's a lovely looking crew. We seriously gotta hope. Yes, Spencer. Cloud and wind. It's quite a concept, really. I should... You know what I should do? I should switch Barrett and Aerith out. I know when I'll do it, but I should soon. Red 13 and Tifa haven't been seen in a little while. But we can always presume that they're having their own adventure. Just, Fists McGee and her lovely dog out there fighting monsters all through the prairie. Anyways, so this is what I'm talking about. These little areas where there are tracks on the ground, Chocobos can show up. I believe it. I definitely believe that Red 13 has a great poker face. Ah! Yes! Okay. Chocobo encounter. So I need to use my Mimic Greens actually on it this time. And then... Ooh. Oh, well, never mind. Don't... Oh, no. Don't... Oh, Barrett, why? Okay, so this is why I saved. I'm sorry, I don't like doing this, but at the same time, I paid 1,500 gil for that. I'm not wasting that. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is one of the occasions where it makes pretty much complete sense to just have a save file and use it as you would. What are you talking about, Spencer? Not at all. I made this point before, I think. If not, I'll make it again. There are really good reasons in this game to not just like grind and get over level. And so I'm going to play Save and Quits just a little more. Because otherwise, there's a very, very big possibility that I get myself into trouble. Okay. Got the same shot. Okay, gotta go quicker through my inventory this time. Okay, got it. Okay, so now the Chocobo's eating and won't run. Hooray. And I've got to just beat these elf ducks, which their shower attack actually inflicts sadness. Ooh, don't, Cloud! You dink! It's fine. Darn right. He doesn't like having competition. Not pro yet. Welcome. How are you doing this evening? I'm trying to do a thing. It's important to me, darn it. That's why Cloud fought Rufus, honestly. Cloud saw Rufus's hair and is like, no, you're too beautiful, I can't compete. I feel like Cloud dyes his hair. Like, he already does so much gel to get it that spiky. Okay. This is actually just a normal Chocobo, though it's joined, by these lovely little, whatchamahoozits, Mandragoras. The Mandragoras, oh, what? Oh, the Chocobo didn't run. I thought it would. The Mandragoras are countering enemies. They don't have much HP, but they will counter physical attacks with Slow Dance, and they'll do that to the character with the lowest HP. If you use magic attacks on them, which they have high magic resistance, so it's advisable not to, then they'll counter with Grass Punch on the character with the lowest MP. And not pro yet, you didn't, because it never happened. Okay, so when you catch a Chocobo, you get to ride it. But this is not what I want to be doing right now. I didn't mean to catch this one. I'm trying to do something else. I'm trying to learn an enemy skill here. And it is so much trouble. But you know, we can... This is how Chocobos. And we can use this to cross the swamp. Videl, hello. How you doing? It was really important, both to the series and as sort of like making RPGs more accessible to the general public, especially JRPGs. Because like the SNES Final Fantasies were like not as highly received as this. Well reviewed certainly, but just a lot of people picked this game up. Okay, I gotta get off. I'm sorry. I need to find my Chocobo. The one that I'm going to use for the thing. Don't ask questions. Okay, another one with 2 Alpha Dunks. This is... So the reason that I'm looking for Chocobos... Okay, we'll just fight. Because I still have the greens. The reason that I'm looking for Chocobos in, like, this specific formation, there's actually another one that also works, is because those Chocobos are level 16. And I need to attack one of them after feeding it Mimic Greens, using an attack that will take it down by 30 seconds of its total HP. Now, I could hope that my regular attack would do that, but we also have just an attack that we learned earlier. In the event that you're able to reduce a chocobo by 30 seconds of its total HP after feeding it mimic greens, it will counter with an enemy skill that I want to get. It's not actually a good one, but I want it. Okay, this is another workable formation. This is the other one. Okay, bear it. Give it the mimic greens. And we're gonna go slowly on the monsters this time. So that way I can like make sure that I'm not gonna accidentally attack the chocobo. Oh! Poop. I needed to... Do I have to... I guess I have to use it before... Okay. Okay, got it. You have to use the attack before you beat all the enemies, otherwise... Okay. I see. That's actually easier then. Okay. I'm learning! Feed it the greens, then attack. I'm trying so hard. It's like I do my reading. I know so much, and yet still it's just like in practice there are always these little things. Like this is why the series is still gonna have tension. It's like I'm not so well versed in this that I can be like, oh yeah, that's how this is totally gonna work. Like I'm gonna mess stuff up. But I got it this time. Thankfully, you can tell when there are going to be chocobos because it'll start playing surfing music. Yeah, this time we got it. Okay. I have to wait for the showers to stop. Barrett is very sad now. Okay, great. Thank you! And now I've learned Chocobo Kuru, which originally translated was Chocobo Bop. It doesn't do, you know, that much damage at its appearance, but I'll explain it. So, that enemy skill will actually, it gains power each time you run away from a fight. It's like the chicken knife in Final Fantasy V. Each time you run away from a fight, it does one more non-elemental damage. It starts, however, at 1. So theoretically, you could run away from 9,999 fights and be able to use an attack that will do 9,999 damage. However, the sheer amount of patience that you would have to have in order to do that, and yes, you can run. I have not done it yet. The sheer amount of patience that you'd have to do that makes it completely not worthwhile to level up. But I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. Though, if you were trying to do, like, a really low-level playthrough, you would be able to use that as a way of essentially having, like, you know, with a bit of patience, or a lot of patience, having access to max damage without the need for doing any leveling. So it can come in handy. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, Priya, thank you. Thank you for saying something. My fault. So now... Now I'm just looking for a chocobo. Oh my gosh. Now I'm not going to get a chocobo. That's just what's going to happen. Now I'm looking for a chocobo so I can cross the swamp. I mean, I could just go fight the... I could just go fight the Midgar Zolan, but I'm not going to make y'all sit through that. And so now y'all can see what I'm saying about the Mandragoras have high magic defense. Like, to the other enemies, Macho Magic's doing like 200 damage. But to the Mandragoras, like 26. They don't have much HP anyway, but you're still better off using physical attacks. Okay, come on. Now it won't give me a chocobo because I beat one up. Yeah, of course. The PlayStation mouse. What is sum? Oh, summon. I thought it was gonna have me do math. My heavens. Okay. Now the Gishel Greens won't work as long, but hopefully we'll be able to keep it from running just long enough. No, 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 no. There we go. Fight the Alpha Dunk. Don't hit the Chocobo. No, no, no. Don't leave. Just give me a second. I just need to burn your friend. There we go. Alright. Also, Cloud and Aerith are both sad. There we go. Now I've caught myself a Chocobo. And we can get across the marsh without the Midgar Zolan being able to catch up to us. However, if it does catch you, you'll still hit the encounter. Haha! Nice try. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Chocobo. Your duty is released. He probably got eaten on the way back, but we won't read into it. Alright. Let's make them not sad. Did Sephiroth do this? So this is what we're up against. Sephiroth guy is darn incredible. He has a very long fish. Exactly. Definitely not the giant snake that we just ran past, or another of the giant snakes. Because there are definitely multiple. Yeah, it's just a local delicacy, really. That's all. Exactly. Sephiroth is really doing these local communities a favor because they can walk over, they can get this, they can have a roast. It would feed everyone in Calm and at the Chocobo Farms for like a year. A year. They'd be set. Oh my goodness! Holy crap! Madison? Hello! Aaron, welcome on in. Oh my goodness! Well, holy crap, welcome on in, y'all. Madison, what kind of... That's amazing. You've been having a great day, I see. Well, my goodness. Welcome anyone who's coming over from Madison, from Maddie Patty. I'm Axamin. For anyone who was here before, of course, my sincerest and grandest of recommendations to Maddie Patty 7 to Madison. She's absolutely wonderful. TBHRI. Yo, hello, how are you doing? And yeah, I'm Axamin. I'm doing a series of Final Fantasy VII, as you can see. It happens. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. No, Madison, enjoy. And congratulations on what seems like a fantastic stream you're having. That is wonderful, Madison. Yeah, but so I also play Animal Crossing. I'm doing a series on Golf Story right now. Similar to Madison, a lot of my games come from Switch. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, that's gonna adjust. There's no way the 74 was real. That's just because of the raid sometimes messes up. Yeah, that's more realistic. But Madison, thank you so very much. And welcome everybody to the Mithril Mines. This actually, it doesn't look like it, but you can climb on this. There's a little something hidden up here for your trouble too. A long range materia. So, I mentioned this earlier. Equipping the long range materia enables even your characters like Cloud with a weapon that's not typically long range to attack at a range. And so for the moment, I'll take off the Chocobo. I think I'll give it to Aerith since she's got some slots. And I'll give him long range. So that way, now Cloud, I could put Cloud in the back row now and he'd be able to do the same amount of damage. Yeah, we do have just one extra slot. And so I think I'm actually going to make that happen. Yeah, but the Mithril Mines is... It's a proper dungeon, even if it's, you know, still early game, so it's pretty short. Oh, hello. And so, the Arc Dragon, I'm glad it used Flamethrower on Cloud, because Flamethrower is the only enemy skill that we needed to learn in here. So we already got that taken care of. We also have the Castanets, who, if I recall, the Castanets, they're weak to fire, but otherwise there's nothing special about them. And then there's also the Crawlers, which again, nothing special, but they're weak to Earth. The Arc Dragon's the main one that you want to be watching for, because aside from being able to learn Flamethrower from them, you can also steal Ethers. If I got lucky, which I did not. I'll just kill this one. We'll have shots at later ones. The Arc Dragons are really nice for that though, especially given that I had to sell a few. And so... Ooh, who dropped the high potion? High potions are good at this part of the game. Yeah. But there are also going to be others out and about. And a nice tent for your troubles of, you know, walking all the way up the stairs. But so because this is now sort of our first proper dungeon, we're gonna start running into different enemy types and have branching paths where if we go the way that's not right, we might get some items for our trouble. Or, you know, later on, things more punishing, you know, we won't get we won't get quite so much and we'll just get extra encounters. But so I will do my darndest to show off everything that we possibly can. There's another enemy type in here that we haven't seen yet. It's actually the only other new enemy in here. And that will be... That'll be one from which I'm hoping to steal. Ooh, nice. The all material leveled up. Oh, that means... Okay. If I'm remembering correctly... Yeah, it means now I'll get multiple uses. Oh, TBHR, no problem. Thank you so much for coming along with the raid and for the follow. I appreciate it very, very much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Yeah. Ah, lovely choice, not pro yet. Thank you. I do admit I'm quite fond of it myself. Is it this way? Oh. Hold it. Oh no, this looks like... Do you know who I am? I'm gonna play along. I don't like cutting them off. I like letting a villain reveal their plans a bit, you know? Turk, right? Well then, this won't take long. It's hard to explain what the Turks do, exactly. Abducting people? To put it negatively, you could say that. But there's much more to it these days. Yeah. No, this is much more the Rude I was talking about. He was talking way too much. Rude does not like talking. He's very mild-mannered. Sir? Sir, I've noticed that you don't like speeches. Please, allow me. I did not realize Elena was here. Okay. She'll get a bio next time. I'll make sure to include it at the head of the next stream. Thanks. I'm Elena, the newest member of the Turks. Thanks to what you did to Reno, we're short-handed. Although... yeah, Cloud should be furious, because she's got great hair that doesn't require gel. I guess that's why I was accepted into the Turks. In any case, our orders are to determine where Sephiroth is going. And to make your life difficult every step of the way. Mihan. Hang on, it's the other way around. You're the ones getting in our way. Yelena, You've said more than enough.
Mr. Sang!
They don't need to know our business.
Sorry, sir.
I've already assigned you to another mission. Go report back, as instructed.
Yes, of course. Very well. Root and I will track Sephiroth, who's headed for Junon's harbor.
Elena, do you have a hearing problem? Mihan is my favorite character in Final Fantasy VII, not Pro yet. He's really good too, but super hard to recruit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now go. Don't let Sephiroth get away. Sir.
Yes, sir.
The climbing animations are delightful. Reno sends his warm regards. He's hoping to meet you again, after the wounds heal up. Out your best friends. He wants to share all his new weapon with y'all. Well now. Now Mihan's off doing his own thing. Aerith, it's been a while. Now that Sephiroth's reappeared, as far as Shinra's concerned, you're no longer a priority.
What are you saying? That I should be grateful to Sephiroth?
No. Only that we'll be seeing less of each other from now on. Take care of yourself.
Strange hearing that from you.
And I would very much appreciate it if you'd all stay out of Shinra's way. Which is a very polite way of saying bye-bye. And if I ever see your face again, I'm going to give you a smack. But that's okay. You know, Sang isn't very good at conveying his emotions, but we don't blame him for it. He's got to be the cool, level-headed one. Aha! Okay, these are Madhujus, originally translated as Madug. And so I'm trying to beat one of them so that I can not be taking too much damage while I steal from the other. Additionally, they have an attack. I believe it's called Swamp Shoot, there it is, that can inflict darkness, which Aerith has been inflicted with, which will decrease the accuracy of your attacks. True, I feel like Sang gave us a lot more information than Elena did, after chastising her for that. Okay. So, the steel that I'm going for is actually a weapon for Tifa. Unfortunately, it's a little bit rare. I maybe should have bought an extra steel materia back in Calm. I didn't, but I maybe should have. Then again, my materia slots are full up. So yeah, how y'all hanging in? I hope any of y'all who came along with the raid are having a lovely time. And we're having a lovely time with Madison. She's playing Super Mario Maker, right? Or Mario Maker 2, of course. Really, Motherfucker, you don't? It's like Valve's game purchasing platform. I should have actually asked you like what your interpretation of it was, like not knowing what it is. It's odd because I would have thought it was like I would have thought it was so ubiquitous. But I guess not. I mean, hey. I guess I got my Steam account in high school, so I was definitely playing video games for a while before that, and Steam had been around for a bit before that. I honestly, I think I got my Steam account just because I wanted to, like, look cool to the... This is the saddest thing. I wanted to look cool to the D&D crowd at my high school.
Welcome back, Nopre.
Okay, one of these days Cloud's gonna get it. In the meantime, I should probably heal. Yes, I was. Oh, excuse, I did not mean to defend. If I wanted to, I could actually use these to get, like, infinite of that weapon for Tifa, which I think is similarly overpowered for this point in the game. And as a result, would be, like, not bad for money. But it's such a slow steal. I'd rather steal Ethers. Any day now, Cloud. Yeah, I think that's what happens with everyone. Like, you always buy Steam with just one game in mind, and then eventually a Steam sale happens, and it's just like, well, I've heard great things about these other 10 games, and I can buy them all for $4, so might as well. And then you just never play them. That's how I am with BioShock, that's how I am with Fallout. It's like, I've heard good things, I know they're good games, and I would love to play them at some point, but I never want to. Or, oh my gosh, Tropico 4. Tropico 4, some number of years ago, again, back when I was in high school, was on sale for like 98% off or something. I think it was a mistake. I'm pretty sure that wasn't what it was supposed to be. But when it happened, it was like, the game was like a nickel. And so, I purchased it, because it's like, yeah, I got a nickel. And yeah, I feel like that's a nice way of going about it. I have some games that are on console that I've purchased on Steam. Of course, Final Fantasy VII right here, right over there. And there are some games that I've just purchased multiple versions, like Final Fantasy VII included. Like, I have the PS1 discs for this, and that's how I originally played it. But I was, for the purpose of, you know, live streaming it, there's way more that I can do with the PC version, given that I've got a retranslation and a graphics upscaler. So, like, you know, things look nice and things read nice instead of, you know, like a game translated in 1997. Yes, got it. Okay. Murder. My heavens, that took a while. Well, look as nice as it could, Mafakata. Ah, lovely, we got Seal Evil. Like, I'm not saying it's perfect. Like, I'm not saying that this is, like, flawless or nothing. Decided... I mean, my PlayStation 4 is also a Final Fantasy machine. I think the only non-Final Fantasy game that I've ever played on it is Okami. All of my Sony consoles have been either like Final Fantasy or RPG machines. I could play other games, but I don't. Okay. And just like that, we've got all the items. Mithril Caves are short. But they're starting to weave in. Oh, it's not always going to be just a straightforward path. Sometimes you're going to have to do a little going back and forth, little helter-skelter. Yeah. These castanets, by the way, are already a recolorization of one of the enemies that was in Midgar, the Scissor Claws, which were like an orange crab, and those are like purple crabs. There we go. All right. And out we come to the other side. Ah. Oh, I should tell the story of how I got my PS4. I've got stories for how I acquired all of my Sony consoles. I know I've told the PS2 one before. And it's actually good timing because... oh, does everyone still have darkness on them? No, darkness is transient. Great. Okay. So darkness is an in-battle status effect, and so you can heal it with the eye drops in battle, but outside of battle it'll go away automatically, which is nice. Also, now that I've got that new equip for Tifa, I think I'm going to give him a call. I think we're going to switch Tifa and Red 13 in, because they don't level when they're not in your party. Now that does mean I'm gonna have to reslot the materia. Well, let me do the weapon first. Yeah, because the Grand Glove will make her pretty much just as good as Barrett. Give me just a second, Operator. I'll do the reslotting and then I'll tell the story. Because there's a way. Share. That's it. So I'll get all the ones off Barrett and put them on Tifa because she has the exact same number of slots, and there will be one materia that gets left off, and I think it'll be Chocobo Lure. Mavocado, you can't go telling all my secrets like that. I'll lose all credibility if I'm so easy to predict. I maybe shouldn't give her Protect. I might switch that. I'll give that to Red. Okay, let me get the material off. Aerith. I wish you could super quickly reslot. Oh, I have to... Sense is not super important. Poison, Fire, and Chocobo Lure, I need them. Oh, I can give one of those to Tifa. That's right, she still has a slot. Okay. I'll put Sense. Because Tifa's got pretty good sense. She's got a good head on her shoulders. There we go. Now, there are actually multiple things that I can be doing right now. And you might notice over there that there's like a giant pillar with a bird. I'm not going there just yet. Instead, I'm headed to the woods. And I definitely... I just saved. I don't need to save again. Oh boy, okay. These are terrible. These are copper wires. They do a lot of damage with their ground spark. And they do that damage quickly. Yeah, so it's best if you just kill them quick. Thankfully, they don't have that much HP, and with Nature Magic, because they show up in groups like that, it's great for racking up kills and getting new limit breaks. But you do not want to let those stick around for too long. And you always want to be healing up between battles, where they may show up. Okay. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting so soon. This is the mysterious ninja. I was looking for her. And so the mysterious ninja, you know, doesn't look quite like a regular enemy now, does she? And she doesn't die quite like a regular enemy, now does she? However, that's not all there is to her. In terms of actual battle mechanics, the mysterious ninja is an example of enemy whose level scales with yours. I believe the lowest level she can possibly be at is level 17. And her level will match Cloud's level. And so as Cloud gains levels, she'll eventually slip into higher brackets, all the way up to being level 42. Her attacks will get stronger, and you can encounter her at several points throughout the game, but this is the earliest point that we can meet her. After which, we're out on a field. You don't see one like this every day. Who is she?
Man, I can't believe I lost. You spiky-haired jerk. Try that again, one more time.
You know, I'm not interested, sorry.
Think you'll run away? Stay and fight. Fight, I said. Come on, what's the matter? Scared of me, huh?
Sure.
Just as I thought. What can you expect with my kind of skills? Good luck to you guys. If you're up to it, we can go for another round later. Bye. I'm leaving now. I mean it.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
What is it? You still after something? Ah, so that's it. You need my help because I'm so tough. You want me to go with you, right?
Right.
Thought so. You put me on the spot. What should I do? If you want me that bad, I guess I can't refuse. Alright, I'll go with you.
So, what's your name?
Oh, the name's...
Yuffie.
Nope, sorry, but no dice. Didn't your mother teach you any manners? Introducing yourself first is the polite thing to do. Ticking me off will cost you, better remember that. Hey, our money! Wait a second, where's my money? Hey, give it back!
So yes, I deliberately did that just a little wrong. Reason being, each right answer you give to Yuffie, you gain 2 points to the attraction value. And so I'm trying to get her up to a certain score before I recruit her. And so in order to do so, I've got to answer wrong sometimes. And yeah, she is a fiend. Because she's trying to steal from you. That's your hard-earned cash. Thankfully, we've got opportunities to get more. Now, the mysterious ninja, Yuffie, will show up, I believe, in this area of the game, this is actually, there were no forests. She only shows up in the forests. She, in this area, in the Junon Bay area, she will show up, I believe, 32 out of 256 times. So about, I think, roughly 1 in 8. And so I actually got lucky to find her so quickly. We have to find her, the way I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be 3 times. BG Knockout, welcome on in. I've seen those emotes before. Another person who stopped the spy has them. But they're absolutely apt, so welcome on in. Anyways, I had a story that I was going to tell while we were on the lookout. So, when I was wanting to get a PlayStation 4, I, being the cheapskate that I am, didn't want to pay full price. Also, the formula here, they use a lot of MP-based attacks, just so you know. And they have an item that I want to steal. I'm using Reunion and Remako together, BG Knockout. So both known mods, but new to me. There we go. They are weak to wind, which is why Cloud's doing a bunch of damage. So when I was going to get my, or when I wanted to get my PlayStation 4, I didn't want to pay full price. Because I didn't have enough money to pay like the $350 or whatever. Oh, shouldn't have defended with Cloud. And so I was like, you know, I was looking like secondhand, I was looking at used game shops, and I was actually looking a lot on Craigslist for a listing for one. Of course, any of you who've ever tried to buy a video game console via, you know, vending platforms like that will know that it is quite literally littered with scams. And so I had to have a lot of patience as I was looking. And at a certain point, it was like, I was realizing, like, never when you see a listing that's less than $200 is it going to be legitimate. Otherwise, someone would have snapped it up instantaneously. Oh, Mihan. What are you doing? I thought you just got started. Mihan, hello. And welcome back, Sonfax. Oh, I'm sorry your internet's having trouble. I'm so sorry. Oh, Imagination Artist, thank you so much for the follow. Man, that stinks. I'm right there with you. I know the feeling well from last week. But where was I? So, you know, I was looking, I was trying to find, you know, a legitimate listing. And finally, I come across one that's listed at oh, not Brilliant, thank you for the host. At $200, and it comes with a couple games, which is like not always unheard of, but a lot of times the scam listings are like new inbox, you know. And so I was like, okay, maybe this one's real. And I was able to like actually start having a conversation with the person after sending them an email, which was like not my experience. Yes, boomerang. There we go. And so when that happened, it was like, okay. And he was like, yeah, I'm selling my PS4 and a couple games. I just don't have any controllers for it, so, you know, come buy them. They're not having controllers, but it was like, huh? Why do you not have controllers? I was very confused by that, but at the same time was like, you know what, this is the closest that I've gotten. And so it's like, not a problem yet. I met the fella cross town at a used game shop, and sure as day, he had a PS4 to sell me, as well as six games, just no controllers. And I was sort of like thinking, like, was this stolen? Like, why do you have the PS4 and the games, but no controllers? Like, I'm still pondering that. But after that, I went to a GameStop nearby to sell the games, because I had looked up the value for the games when I was like in the process of like looking to buy it, and I was like, okay, I could get a nice chunk of money for these, because none of them were games I wanted. I think they were all like sports or sports adjacent games, like just not my thing. It's possible. And I asked the guy about it, and he had like a pretty fair reason. I just don't remember it. And so I took them there. I got the thing pretty much clean reset, and I sold the games, which I used to buy a used controller from online. Funny enough, the used controller also came with a game that I then sold, and then used the money from that to buy another controller. One of the controllers was really good, like first party. The other one was janky and second party, and half the buttons didn't work. But I kept both because it's like, I mean, why not? You know? They could be heirlooms. You're right, Malvacata. And so I think all told, for about a grand total of $200 after all the sales and purchases, I think I only paid $200 for the PS4, the game that I wanted, and 2 controllers. Yeah, the Gank controller was definitely the friend controller. That was the plan for it all along. To this day, it's the only luck I've had with like purchasing anything video game related on Craigslist. I have purchased a laptop on Craigslist that I gave to my mom because when I was in high school, I had used hers a lot, and then I spilled a bit of water on it and bricked it. So I was like, ooh, I gotta make up for this. My mom doesn't use computers terribly heavily. No one knows Mavocata. And so I was able to get one that was fairly inexpensive, that a college student was essentially casting off after finishing university. We tend not to ask questions about who Craig is, because the answers, I think, might be disturbing. Like, I don't need to know. But, like, never once have I paid full price for a Sony console. I won't do it. I'll probably do it for the PS5, because I actually have money now. But then again, until a Final Fantasy game comes out for the PS5, I don't need it. I know what I'm about. And what it is? Final Fantasy. Well, what are you trying to weigh in that? Not great. Also, I don't know what the launch titles that they're going to put on the PS5 even are. And Sony is a bunch of baloney. But like actual baloney, it can be good in the right context. I definitely want to know what it's going to cost too. Though, given that they haven't already told us, I'm guessing it's going to be more expensive than I want. Can we stop with the live wires? What I should do at this point, because I don't think I'm hunting for any more enemy skills for a while, I should switch the materia to Tifa or Red 13 and let them rack up some kills. Oh, it's backwards compatible. Nice. I'm sorry that they left that out. Like, after like the early models of the PS3, it's like, nah, you don't need that anymore. And then PS4 just not at all. Yeah, we're racking up levels a bit too quickly for my liking. But that's okay. Because I, like... If I'm only grinding to get things that I need, I won't get too far ahead. Trying so hard not to get too far ahead. That's not the one I wanted. What is PS Now? Sony has so many little, like, extra features that I just cannot keep track of them all. I mean, I feel like there's some, like Nintendo add-ons, like the Wii Speak, specifically. Like, no one purchased the Wii Speak. It was actually bundled with Animal Crossing City Folk when it was released, but like no one uses it, nothing supports it. But a lot of the other Nintendo peripheries were at least reasonably well supported. Or are so niche that they get remembered, like the thing on SNES that I'm forgetting the name of, ironically. Shoot, what's it called? Where you actually see it in your local game store? That's amazing. Oh, did I just hit change row with Red 13? Oh boy. Well, that's fine. How much does it run for? Not pro yet. That's my question for you. An e-reader. I would love to get my hands on an e-reader. Shoot. Yeah, but the e-reader in its day was pretty well supported. Tifa just never gets a chance to use her limit breaks. Yeah, so you can see how lucky I got having Yuffie show up super early. $12.99's not bad. I mean, it's like, it's a useless thing, but it's a curio of the past. I feel like a collector would snap that up. Is there a reason Red 13's just taking his sweet time? Yeah, Rending Light's nice because it does big damage to one enemy and then does a bit of damage to all the others. So in a scenario like that battle where you've got so many enemies on the field, quite handy. Jolts, welcome back. How are you doing this evening? Jolts, I'm doing well myself. we have just been talking about good deals on video game items, accessories, as well as forgotten hardware pieces. Because right now I'm looking for Yuffie. I found her once. There's a 1 in 8 chance. But I need to find her 3 times. Does mean that Tifa and Red 13 are getting some levels. And getting some kills in. Yeah, I know not for yet. I have a local game store that I really like here in it's fine if I say it's in Columbus, because that doesn't reveal, that doesn't tell you my suburb. But so I have one that I really like, and for a while there they were closed, and I was concerned. I think they're back open now, and they've got like a mask requirement, which of course is good. But it's just like, you worry for businesses like that, for local businesses that I like, and that provide a service at a very reasonable price, might I add, versus some of the other used game stores in my area. Throwing some very local shade right now with my eyes. But so, like, I'm glad that they didn't go under, but I was worried for them. Like, for context, this used game store, I was able to purchase Pokemon Emerald for $30, compared to most other places where you're going to be paying $40, $45. Like, I respect the heck out of them for actually charging a fair price. Or not, like, to say that the others are unfair, but it's like, for not going, like, exorbitant just because it's Pokemon, and just because they can. Ah, I see enough for you. Yeah, mine has multiple locations, too. Ah! Hooray! Okay, beat her up! Okay. So this time, I'm only actually going to get one answer right. Because what I want, you get 2 points for each time you get an answer right. I want 20 points. There are 5 questions. I got 4 right the first time. I'm going to get 1 right this time. And then I'll get 5 right the last time.
Man, I can't believe I lost. You spiky-haired jerk. Try it again. One more time.
Not interested.
Thinking to run away? Stay and fight. Fight, I said.
What do you mean reset, Mafakata?
Come on, what's the matter? Scared of me, huh?
You'll just get beaten again.
What? Now I'm really mad. Make fun of me, will ya? I won't forget this.
She stole from my dog! She's gone.
What was she trying to prove?
Ah. Well, the reason that they're sold cheaper is because they don't always come with, like, their cases or their manuals, and people will place a premium on new games even if a used game has almost everything. Some of my money is missing. Slave to the acquisition of wealth. Oh, human nature. Red out here spouting wisdom on the human condition. I love it. Okay, now we just gotta find her one more time. Because why shouldn't a dog have money? Dogs can be rich too, Mavocata. Also, Red 13 is a talking, lab rat dog, so like, I feel like if any dog's gonna have money, he's gonna have the money. Yeah, and occasionally Red 13 he'll want to buy himself a new hair clip. Not even a battle one necessarily. Yeah, definitely Scooby-Doo. But more British. Okay. All we need is one more Yuffie sighting. Come on. Rats. It is not pro yet. Oh, another story for you. First time I played Final Fantasy VII, I played some of it with my cousin. I think I was doing all the playing, but we were like both sitting there watching me play, which isn't like always the best thing to do, but he wasn't like super interested in playing himself, so like we were just talking and having fun. But so I remember vividly how much I hated the recruiting Yuffie section, because I would always get like several questions in and then get one. I would get the first one right, and then I would get like the second one. Like I would always get one question closer, but I would never get there. I would always get tricked. Every time. I was so annoyed by her. Like, she was my least favorite character for so long because of it. Also, here we go. Now I'll judge them, more fairly. Excuse me? She made me a frog! So rude! I can't believe this. Frog.
Man, I can't believe I lost.
Congratulations, Mofficata. Frick. Alright. I'm not interested. Thanks, but no thanks.
Thinking to run away? Stay and fight. Fight, I said!
How about nah?
Come on, what's the matter? Scared of me, huh?
Sure. We'll presume that that's true.
Just as I thought. But what can we expect with my kind of skills? Good luck to you guys. If you feel up to it, we can go for another round later. Bye. I'm leaving now. I mean it.
Wait a second. Hold up.
What is it? You're still after something? Ah, so that's it. You need my help because I'm so tough. Want me to go with you, right?
Correct.
Thought so. You put me on the spot. What should I do? Not be that bad, I guess I can't refuse. Alright, I'll go with you.
Okay, let's go.
Hey! Wait, I haven't even told you my name.
And now she won't actually bolt, because she volunteered to tell us her name.
I'm Yuffie. Pleased to meet ya. That went well. Now all I have to do is... Hey, wait up! Oh, wait! If it's about your money, here, I give it all back. Or, what's left of it anyway.
And now... we have Yuffie, who is level 17. Which is not bad. Now, Red and Tifa are both little stronger than your average party member at the moment. So I'm going to throw Yuffie in. And I think Aerith. And for the moment, I'm going to give Aerith the enemy skill materia. Because she can do a little extra damage. Yeah, it's a very... she's kind of menacing, isn't she? She's kind of... but she's got good teeth. So I should have planned this. I didn't have time to make any bios tonight, so at the start of the next episode, I'm gonna have 3 to do. But Yuppie, Yuppie's definitely gonna factor in. But that's okay. I sometimes forget. And I'll always make it up, though, don't you worry. The character bios are really fun. Additionally, the boomerang that we stole from the formula way back when is actually a weapon for Yuffie. And so we'll get her up to about the level that we want. And she has the carbon bangle, so she's right on par with all of our other characters. She also comes with the throw materia. The throw materia actually is not as useful in this game, so I'll probably train it, but it's not great. There we go. Now I just have to re-equip. Give her all and restore. All and maybe fire. Not pro yet. I believe we can make that happen. I'll make her like a black mage. Lots of offensive magic. Yay. What happened, Alice? Give Aerith enemy skill, sense, fire, lightning, and tidy it up so I can see what's left. Throw and chocobo lure. Ah, you're right, Alice. Well, hip hip izumini to you too. Give her a little boost to vitality. That'll be nice. Oh, my fire material leveled up. When did that happen? Nice. Ooh, you know what? I should probably actually hold the phone. Yeah. Throw the leveled up one. Actually, I'll do this combo on Aerith and give Yuffie the lame ones. Yeah, that'll be good. Well, happy to do it, Mihan. There we go. And Yuffie, because she's got long-range weapons, can go right to the back row. So Aerith is actually going to be the only one in the front row right now. And that's just fine. Man, Alice, I've got, like, suitors who might be calling. You don't know. You don't know. You can't say for certain. There we go. There are actually a few enemies that we haven't seen at all yet. We've seen lots of copper wires and formulas, but we haven't seen any Neurocephalos, Zemzalets, or Hellrider version 2s. I don't think you did tell me. You told me you went, but I don't think you told me what you got. I would love to hear it. Anyways, I think it's finally time that we head for that giant bird. Not technically, again, where we're supposed to be yet, but well worthwhile. Ahaha! A Zemzalet! It's as if I called it to be. This enemy, when it's flying, is weak to wind-based attacks. Zemzalet. Zealot. They're actually not all that strong. But there's a reason that they may be useful later. That we'll get back to. The thing is, they know an enemy skill that we can't make them use on us. So, we'll be back. But welcome to Fort Condor. Oh, really, Moficata? That's neat. Oh, I know that sushi place. Oh my gosh. I would always buy the Japanese bubble gum, the Fusen gum, in the grape flavor. So good. That's the only bubble gum where I've ever been able to blow bubbles inside of bubbles. Our people have been in an armed struggle for a long time. We've taken root here and vowed to keep on fighting. But if you can spare the time, please, come lend us a hand. Don't want to be unreasonable. If you're busy with something, why don't you tend to that first? No. Sir, we can help. Alice, that sounds wonderful. Great. Come on up and we'll brief you. I don't think I've ever had them myself. I don't know. I was always pretty basic. I would just get the New York style pizza when I was there. Going there now, I'd get something else for sure. Okay. I think we're supposed to talk to that fella, but we can actually keep going up. Kind of, Moficata, yeah. They built their home into this, where? There are the stairs. No. Not ready to talk to you yet. Oh, I thought... Is this the nap? You're here to see it too? See what? The condor. It's huge. Go ahead, take a look. This is the condor of Fort Condor. What do you think? Incredible, huh? Yeah, but I also want to take a nap. No, I saw the condor, thank you. Well, Moficata, not everything's about you. Jeez Louise. I'm kidding. If you actually had legitimately seen a condor that's larger than that, please share. I would like to hear the details. I think it's up here. At one of these shop-looking places. Sorry, but I can't sell anything to you right now. Welcome. I'm sorry, but I can't sell anything to you right now. We need everything for ourselves. Is it just me, or the model's, like, rather orange? Like, is spray tan a big thing here at Fort Condor? Right, man? Ivysaur, hello! How are you doing this evening? Ah, well this looks like a place to sleep. Maybe they just eat a lot of carrots. Do I have to talk to one of the beds? Maybe I have to talk to the couch. Well, I'll save at the very least. Just go. Maybe, Mavocado. Okay. I need to sleep, but it won't let me. So I'll do it later. I probably have to talk to the fellow first. Also, they have a well. It's beautiful.
Wow. It's not every day you see people climbing up here. Huh? What's wrong with your eyes? Sorry. Listen, this is about to turn into a battlefield with Shinra.
Darn right, Sonfax.
You best go back down if you don't want to get involved.
No, I want to get involved. That's my whole deal.
What do you mean, a battlefield? Shinra? They're here too? Looks like you're also having problems with them. Came here after all. You hear what I have to say?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh? Oh, Sonfax, of course you may. Mihan, can you take care of that, or shall I later? Also, that's an adorable walrus.
Huge bird?
A reactor and a condor.
Well spotted.
Yes, it's a reactor and a condor.
Seems Shinra can't abide having a condor on top of the reactor. Why? But it's because there's awesome materia inside the reactor, right?
It seems there's some sort of special materia in the reactor. I mean, Yuffie's quite prescient. You're not supposed to have her for this, so... Like, you're definitely... Like, you can get her now, but you're definitely not supposed to have her quite this soon. Also, Sonfax, if you can still hear my voice, now that you're in the Discord, you can vote for Viewer's Choice Night on Sundays.
Because there's a condor in the way, Shinra have rushed their army here to deal with it. The army's objective is to eliminate the condor, and those living here.
Yeah, it's in the ballroom. And you can get your lay of the land in the lounge.
Condor's warming an egg. It only lays one every few years. I want to protect them both from Shinra.
New life, huh?
We have to protect the condor's egg. I knew that materia was involved. Interesting.
We should, Mafakata. Thing is, we don't have the resources to fight Shinra directly. That's why we've hired mercenaries to help us. As a sponsor, you can assist us with money or by fighting alongside us. What do you think? Will you join us in our struggle?
Cloud, I think we should help them. If things run smoothly, we might even be able to sneak a peek at the special materia.
You know what? You know what, sir? All right.
Let's do our best.
It's not like we haven't caused, massive pain and suffering in the name of protecting, environmental causes in the past already. This is our MO. This is straight up our deal.
Excellent. We've scored the materia.
You get she's obsessed with materia. Just obsessed. You get used to it. Okay, Can I sleep now, please? Now that I've decided to help, I would like to. Aha.
Should we rest?
Yeah. So the answers that you give to that man. Probably Final Fantasy VII. Honestly. The answers you give that old man actually affect your relationship with every character that it can affect your relationship with. Red 13's the only one who's kind of just indifferent to you. Because Yuffie, Aerith, Tifa, and Barret are all in contention. Alright. I'm gonna use all, like, 100 of these save files by the end. Cloud. Ladder. And now I believe these shops are open. Though if I recall, they don't give anything that's, like, super great. You hang in there. Yeah, we've got a sort of regular item store, which I'm now kind of rich. I'll buy a few more stimulants since I lost some. Because my party got made to be sad. I'll get some extra tents.
Do your best. We will too.
And yeah, we've got some basic materia. But like all basic things, we gotta say, nah. We good. There's also this lovely TV/vending machine here. It's great. Oh, that's right.
Store owners will sell you all manner of things now. Feel free to use our beds, too.
Done did it. Alright. Let's mosey, shall we? She has all the materia she can carry right now, not pro yet. She's doing just fine. I would love, though, if one of the modifiers for her relationship points were like how many materia she has. That would be great. Thanks for accepting. Okay, I'll explain the strategy. The enemy is climbing the mountain. Their target is the Maka reactor. To counter them, we set traps and hire mercenaries. That's about all there is to it. Sadly, the village is broke. We want to fight, but without the funds, we haven't got a prayer. It costs around 400 gil to hire one mercenary, so 20 mercenaries can cost as much as 8,000. To cut a long story short, we need your money to hire mercenaries, buy and set the traps, and to give out our orders. If you can't spare the time, we'd appreciate the funds instead. The more money we receive, the better equipped we'll be to deal with Shinra. We know we're asking a heck of a lot. We sent our loved ones to another village and stayed behind to face the fire. Anyway, let's get right to it. If the enemy reaches this shack, you'll have to fend them off yourself in direct combat. Now, if you lose once or twice, it won't be the end of the world. But if you keep on losing, it'll get rough. Do you have any questions? I'm gonna go through these because I don't remember the combat here terribly well. Genuinely. I know how to win, but tell me about the enemy. 4 types of enemy. Wyverns, beasts, barbarians, and commanders. Wyverns are flying units that can move at high speeds. Stoners and Tri-stoners. I was going to say Tristaners, but it's definitely Tri-stoners. Stoners and Tri-stoners are very effective against them. Beasts. Beasts are monster units that move pretty slowly. On the other hand, they're quite powerful. 4 types of enemy. Barons are human units. They attack indirectly, so you gotta be on your toes. Commanders are the enemy commanding officer. Taking them out is ideal, but they'll prove formidable foes. Anything else? Who knows, Monfacata? Your mobile units are fighters, attackers, defenders, shooters, repairers, and workers. Coconut! Hello! What is that? It's saying, but who is it? Stationary units are stoners, tri-stoners, catapults, and bomb catapults. Bomb catapults. Oh my gosh, so many things. Okay, I'm just gonna very quickly. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Ah, I see, Coconut. Coconut, how are you doing this evening? Okay, let's learn about stoners. Stoners can drop a single boulder. Boulder will damage all enemies in its path. Tri-stoners can drop 3 boulders simultaneously. Tri-stoners and bomb cannonbolts can't be deployed yet, because they're still in development. It's really hard to do 3 rocks. Catapults can throw rocks at a great distance. Enemies in the way will be injured. Okay. Something else. Hello, Vernon. I've read a little about the strategy, so I think I know how I'm gonna do it. Oh my gosh. Coconut, that is so fair, though. Yeah, especially if you don't have good ventilation, your heater, or excuse me, your dryer will just, it'll make the place unbearable. Okay, I get funding. How do I win? Wipe out the enemy or defeat the commanding officer, victory will be yours. If the enemy reaches this shack, you'll have no choice but to fight them yourself. If you lose the battle, you'll probably be killed, along with the Condor. Well, let's not do that. Anything else? First thing you need to do is station friendly troops. Move the cursor to a position not marked by X and press circle. If you finish deployment, you can end with X. The battle will then begin. First choice, troops can only be deployed near the shack. If they're too far away, your orders won't reach them. You can deploy units until the line up until the line at the bottom. Press slit to view information on issuing orders. If a unit reports in, press circle and the cursor will move to them. Press X to ignore this report. Okay, that was, I think, select, right? I don't remember what I have select mapped to. I think I have it mapped to actually select, but... $80 degrees isn't too bad, though. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna try it. I have done this maybe once. Hey, looks like you just got here just as they started their climb. Are too many. Can you handle it? I'm ready. Let's do it. 10 enemies this time around. Many of them appear to be beasts, so you'll want to employ more attackers. Thank you for the tip. Okay. Where's the line? Seems like the line is somewhere around there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this is going from RPG to tactics game. Just ignore the price. Okay. I'll get a bunch of attackers. There's lots of beasts. And then I'll throw some defenders. Mihan, you hush. Throw one on each path in the event that a barbarian's around. Maybe another. Yeah. And then I guess I'll get a stoner. And another one for over here. I've got money. Okay. And then I think I'll get like... I'll get some fighters just as backup here at the top. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of cash in on this, because like, whatever. I had to do all that work to get Yuffie, so might as well. Okay, I think I'm good. So here's the plan. The plan is to move my attackers down and try and clear the enemies as they come up. That way, I might be able to get a quick clear by defeating all the enemies rather than having to wait. Okay. You, my dear friend. Action. Move. All the way down here. You, my dear friend. Action. Move. All the way down here. You, my dear friend. Action. Move. Oh, wait. Dear friend. I'm gonna want you, like, here. Just shore things up, if you would. The logs will be fine. Oh, I should have them go and attack. And not be dumb. Okay, well then let me make that adjustment, huh? Okay, you go and attack. The others set to just move. I'll move my defenders up a bit. The music is good, though. Yeah, I don't think I can cut the logs, unfortunately. It really seems like something you would be able to do. Just use it as some nice artillery. Okay, there we go. Now everyone's getting in position. And all we have to do is defeat these triangles before they defeat our triangles. Okay, I'm definitely moving you further down. Right? You'd be able to cause a veritable avalanche. Though that would be too on the nose, given that, you know, we're in avalanche. Kinda. Can I turn up the speed? Is that what triangle does? Square, maybe? Great! Thank you. Wait there. I don't know which one's attacking. Fabulous. Just stay there. Okay. Things are happening. Do I have to do this every time? Well, please tell me I don't. Please tell me it just does it automatically. I see, Coconut. Okay. Keep attacking, dear friend. And you go ahead and get down there and attack him. Nice. Okay. There we go. This is what we're going for. What we're trying to get all of my folks in position so that they can quickly clear the enemies. I'm gonna have him actually just keep coming down. That way. Great. That way I can clear them out before more come in, and I can get a quick clear. Murder. Please. How are we doing over here? How you doing? Like, okay. Alright, now you come in on that one. Okay, there we go. Both my units are there. Attacker 05 has taken some hits. But if I can get this last fella down, we're set. We'll just start moving the rest of my units. Okay. Thank you, Defender 02. You're distracting me, though. Okay. I just have to defeat that bird. That bird's doing more damage, though. So I definitely need all of my units on it. Okay, great. We've got another bird over here, but we're ready for it. Give me Attacker 05, because he needs to be in on this. Yeah, the wyverns have less HP, but they're doing more damage to my fellas. Okay, one down. Just stay right there right now. Honestly, you're good. I just need this one. Just take it down. Just take it down. It's great. Just take it down. Yes! Quick clear! It took so long, but it was a quick clear. And we get a chiptunier version. Wow, that was great. Shinra will be back, though. You could bet your life on that. We don't know when they'll send the next wave, so check back every so often. 15 allied units remain, so I'm returning 3,000 gil. Oh yeah, found something cool out on the battlefield. Hope it'll come in handy. A magic comb? I wonder whoever that could be for. Actually not anyone in the party at the moment. But it's a magic hairbrush. Yes, it was a minigame. But it gave us a magic hairbrush. And that's important. To me, and it should be to you too. Full disclosure. You're actually supposed to do that, like 3 times in the stretch of about 20 minutes of gameplay. But you're supposed to hit it at like specific triggers each time. So we're gonna be back here pretty quickly, and then not for a long time. So just, I'm sorry. Okay. While we're here, though. Alright, that went exactly as planned. And while I'm here, I'm gonna hotline bling Red, switch him in for just a moment, so that y'all can see the magic hairbrush. So the magic hairbrush actually has double materia growth. And so if you're trying to get your materias leveled up quickly, throwing them into Red's magic comb is a great way of going about it. I will definitely equip this because it's a boost on magic or attack, but when Red's back in the party, we'll do that. But I don't need to switch him in for the moment because we're good right now. We're good. But hotline bling, hello. We'll get Yuffie back out here. Now probably you say that, but you know, Rufus still exists. And I'm pretty sure a comb couldn't get into Cloud's hair if it tried. Like, it is so much gel. It's pretty much a solid mass rather than, you know, hair. Like, you could poke someone's eye out with this. But that is Fort Condor. Not my favorite minigame. Yeah, cement, exactly. But blonde cement. But one that I wanted to show off. Because there are lovely beaches. And a bird on a Maka reactor with a community that's being, you know, that's attacking Shinra. Although I don't exactly get the connection, because it's like, they kind of gave two purposes for the battle, right? They were like, oh yeah, we're fighting this war because, you know, Shinra's real bad and they've been oppressing our people, and they're also like, Shinra's attacking us because there's this bird up on the reactor. Like, I feel like you could minimize some of your suffering if you weren't next to the bird. I get your impulse to protect the bird. It's a good thing to do. But at the same time, like, I feel like they could have thought this out better, you know? Anyways. Another Zemzalot and some Neurospheroths. The Neurospheroths, the only thing special about them is that they drop high potions, which is not bad for this point in the game. It's a Zemzalot. Not for the moment, Judge Sect. None that we can get, unfortunately. At least for right now. Judge Sect, how are you doing? I'm doing just fine, thank you for asking. I've already tipped my cap that, like, I know that fella's got something that I want. Adequate is, you know, that's about as much as I can ask for. No, this would still be disc 1, not pro yet. Yeah. I think Junon's just up there. Yeah. Yeah, disc 1 doesn't end at the end of Midgar. It goes just a bit further. We're actually almost to the end of disc 1. No. Earth needs to get more kills. Yeah, no, the Final Fantasy VII Remake does not even cover all of Disc 1. One Axamin is equivalent to 1/100,000th of a US dollar. So 100,000 Axamin, you get yourself a book. I'll send it in the mail. Although, of course, it can only be redeemed in increments of $10. So the first person to get to 1,000,000 Axamin, I'll send you a $10 bill, autographed. I think we've actually seen all of the enemies in this region except the Hellrider. I want to show it though because I have something to say about it. I'll do a little looking. I'm not gonna get lucky. I definitely am not. But it'll be good to get Aerith some kills and some limb breaks. I'll go ahead and say it anyway, in the event that we don't see it. The Hellrider, version 2, that's what it's called. There's not actually a Hellrider version 1 in Final Fantasy VII. However, there is a similarly named and similar looking enemy in Final Fantasy VI called the Hell's Rider. And so it is thought that the version 2 is actually a reference to the fact that there was a similarly named and looking enemy in Final Fantasy VI. And it's just sort of a progression on the idea, even though the games themselves aren't connected pretty much in any way otherwise, save for being, Final Fantasy VI and VII. They still get the money, they just have to take it to their local bank and have it exchanged. Not really yet. Okie dokie. So before we go into Junon, I'm going to just gonna get on my cell phone. We're gonna call Barret. And Barret, I'm gonna take off his atomic scissors, and he's going to get the assault gun back. Yeah, it's not an easy game to play. Do we need to fight someone? Yeah, sounds right, Judge Sect. I'm glad you know so much about 4X. Let me clear off Aerith's. Okay. Now it is important that I give everyone an offensive spell. Restore all and enemy skill. Because Sense, Throw, and Chocobo Lure are not terribly important ones to be leveling up. Also, if you'll notice, I already have a nice chunk of enemy skills. I've got 5. So we're doing good there. Now there's a specific reason that I've chosen to switch my party to include Barret now. You'll notice all of my characters are in the back row. There might be a reason. I wouldn't know. I totally, there's no way I would have any way of knowing why that could possibly be. But, it's true. It could be for a reason. It could be. Anyways, let's head on in. Welcome to Junon. What's with this place? It's so run down.
What? No, this is rare. We almost never have anyone other than Shinra coming to our village.
Oh, what a lovely house. Oh! I never noticed that before. There's a little cross on the mantle. Given that the system of faith in the Final Fantasy VII universe, it's just decorative. I love these towns. I don't know why they keep saying that they're dumps. Like look at this cobble furniture, the rug, the prints on the textiles. It's so charming. All right. Well, this store has a steak. Is that a corn cup on the couch? Probably. If you see a weapon you like, buy it. I don't see any weapons. I just see bracelets. So I'm good, but thank you. I would like one of these axes. I feel like that would be like a good addition. Like I feel like Tifa could wield an axe. Come to think of it, say for like the multi-job characters, has there ever been a Final Fantasy party member who's used axes as their main weapon? Like, are any of Cid's in Final Fantasy IV axes? Ever since Shinra built that city up above during the war. I never played Lightning Returns. Haven't been able to catch a single gosh darn fish. Sea is so filthy now. No, 16 is next, Monfacata. And will probably come out in about 5 years. What is this place?
Who are you people? Where did you come from?
Did you see a man in a black cloak? We're just throwing questions back and forth, no answers.
No, haven't seen anyone like that.
Why is everyone in this town old? Okay, can't seem to get in here. This elevator belongs to the Shinra Company. No snooping around. But I want to snoop. That's my whole deal. It's an RPG. If I'm not snooping, what am I doing? Also, just gotta love the spike bracelet on this, like, power tower. Real fashionable. Oh. Man, this house is beautiful. And that fire is mesmerizing. Like, they really went all in on that effect. Like, look at this. Look at it. Okay, where was I? I don't think there's anything here for me now, though.
Hey, Mr. Dolphin!
I don't believe that I have, Judge Sect. Me too, Vernon.
My name's Priscilla. Now you say it. you. You're from Shinra, aren't you?
I don't think I do, Judge Sect.
Hey, watch your mouth. We hate Shinra.
It's the truth.
I don't believe you. Get out of here.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, well, that looks friendly. Mr. Dolphin's in trouble.
Oh, Priscilla. No. Hold on. We're coming. So this is Bottom Swell. Bottom Swell can only be hit by long-range attacks, which is why I've brought characters who can all use long-range attacks. Additionally, Bottom Swell has some quite strong attacks, so it's good to plan. Bottom Swell is, however, weak to wind, so having Wind Elemental on Cloud, who can do the most damage, is good tact. Additionally, since Bottom Swell doesn't resist fire, we could use Beta and do about 1,000 damage on it. I won't do it though, because I'm going to play it straight up and down. The Bottom Swell is mean. Aha. And this is why. It has this attack that creates the Imprison status, but also will start draining HP from that character. And so it's important to get rid of that, and the only way you can do it is with a magic attack. Physical attacks will not work at destroying it. That water bubble. Thankfully, we're doing pretty good. Great Wave, that's going to do some damage. So I'm going to just queue up a cure. Oh, that wasn't bad, actually. Man, I thought it would do more. Maybe it's because everyone's in the back row. Really, 13 is your next target. Interesting number yet. Okay. Uh-oh. Cloud doesn't have a magic attack. We'll have to let Barret do it. Yeah, see, now Yuffie's HP is being drained. That status effect is called Duel. It's essentially a negative regen. Okay. Oh, did I beat it? Oh, there we go. Judge Zach, so when a man bottom swell and a lady bottom swell like each other very much, and that's how whirlpools happen. How'd I do? Oh, okay, you can get the 360 version, got it. Yeah. Some additional strategy notes about Bottom Swell. Bottom Swell is susceptible to poisoning, so you can use Bio and poison it and takes down some of its HP that way. Additionally, because it's weak to wind, using the Chocobo Summon will do a lot of extra damage. Now, we were not in too much risk. This is bad. You don't think she's dead, do you? So I was kind of saving those. I also forgot that that was the case. But I wanted to mention it. We're kind of just a hair too strong because of all the Yuffie hunting we did, but that won't last, trust me.
Priscilla! Oh, Priscilla!
Voice choices.
It's no use. She's not breathing.
Ah! Oh, that's not Barret. I hope they keep CPR. They, they'll probably do just chest compressions, but I hope that still happens. No, Priscilla, Queen of the Drowned.
I know. Young man, CPR. Mouth to mouth? Do it, Cloud.
But she's a girl and I'm a...
Count on you, Cloud.
It was part of his soldier training to learn CPR, so really he's the best qualified to do it.
Don't know how. Come over here and I'll tell you.
Guess I gotta do it.
Just take a deep breath, hold it for as long as you can, then breathe into her.
Having Cloud perform surgery. That would be so good.
Hurry up!
Okay. So, square to start the breathing gauge, and then square again to stop it. Oh, that was a very shallow breath. Sorry, Priscilla. Okay. Breathe deep. Well, that wasn't enough, but we'll get there. I would just love if it became Trauma Center, honestly. That would be fantastic. Yeah, we're not doing nearly enough chest compressions. I remember, like, not understanding this the first time I played. Like, I got that it was CPR, but I was, like, not understanding how to do this. I feel like I'm not still doing... I'm, like... You can't lose. And there's no prize for, like, breathing good. But it just, like... It feels constantly like you're doing it a little wrong. Maybe I'm breathing too deeply. But I feel like I'm getting maximum air.
Oh, Priscilla, are you all right?
Well, presumably. Now, here's the thing. Okay. Now to a real doctor. I'm guessing the pretty pink house is where Priscilla lived. There we go.
Sorry, Cloud. Priscilla needs to rest a while.
Okay, so yeah, that was her house. It's this old woman.
Please come inside for a minute.
Because this was the only house with 3 beds.
I heard what happened. You've done so much for Priscilla. You must all be tired.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely corn cobs. That's fantastic. Yeah, all of these, they look like great farmhouses. That's what they are. Maybe that's why I love it. It reminds me of, like, my great-grandparents' house.
You must all be tired. If you need to rest, feel free to stay here.
Thank you.
Make yourselves at home. I'll block the door so you can't leave. I want to rest.
Yeah, let's get some sleep. We've had a big day. I just saved someone's life. Speaking of which... You again. Who are you? You'll know soon enough. But more importantly, 5 years ago. 5 years ago? Nibelheim? Back then, when you went to Mount Nibel, Tifa was your guide, right? Yeah, that surprised me. But where was she other than that? I don't know. It was such a great chance for the two of you to see each other after so long, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So why weren't you able to see each other alone? I don't know. I can't remember clearly. Why don't you try asking Tifa? She's not in the party right now. Yeah. She and Aerith are just out partying with the dog. Then wake up. Wake up. Come on, Cloud. Wake up. Tifa. Tifa. When Sephiroth and I went to Nibelheim, where were you? We met, remember? I mean, other than that. Well, it was 5 years ago. I don't remember. But never mind that. There's something going on. Come quick. So, we could go where they're pointing us. However, remember how I said that there are multiple battles at Fort Condor and they want you to do them in rapid succession? This is when the second one happens. So we're actually gonna head there because if you don't do it now, you can miss it. And I would rather not miss it. I'm gonna take long range off and I'm gonna grab enemy skill from someone else because that'll be nice to hit all enemies in the event that I get into a combat. I think Barrett had it. A little late, yeah. $5.99, not pro yet. That's my guess. Should probably give him restore instead of now me him. $2.99. Yeah, that makes sense. They made a lot of copies of Final Fantasy XIII. They sell pretty cheap now. Yeah, so we actually have to walk solo Cloud back to Fort Condor. So it's a good idea to give him, you know, some ways to deal with multiple enemies. Otherwise, you're going to be spending a lot of time. No. There we go. Well done, Cloud. This is one of the few times outside of the beginning of the game where you have to do pretty much anything as solo. Ah, there it is. Is the Hellrider version 2? Okay, just gonna use beta on you. Reverse polarity doesn't actually do any damage, but it switches your row. Although the animation would make it seem like it would do a lot of damage. But no, you're good. There we go. I'm so glad we saw it. Oh my gosh, Shoe Puff guy. Ride your Shoe Puff. Shoe Puff. Love that guy. It's too bad that that species didn't get so much development in 10. They like just showed up on the I can't remember what that location is called, but you know, the boat cruise. The Hypello, thank you. Yeah, there was the Moonfloat, thank you. There was a similar species in Final Fantasy XII. The one that the shopkeeper in Dalmasca is. Miguelo. The one with the super gross voice. Like, not like gross to listen to, but just sort of like... Cedar down, stock. Yeah, because it's also an enemy class in that game. But like a lot of the enemy classes, they're also like, you know, NPCs in some of the towns and... What great timing. They're literally around the corner. Go get ready. I'm ready. And not a problem, Avocado. Banga! Thank you. I know it's quite late for you, so thank you for hanging out. Looks like barbarians have entered the fray this time. There'll be more than 20 enemies, so if you get the balance wrong, it could become tricky. Okay, but I got this. I got this. I'm gonna throw a couple fighters at the top for protection, as it do. And then along the line, a bunch of attackers that we can throw for offense. We'll have 4 over here, 2 over here. Just as before. Now this time, I have a feeling that I could lose some attackers because there are going to be more enemies. So I'm going to throw some extras. I think we'll do 6 and 3. And then I'm gonna have some defenders. And we're gonna have them actually progress this time. And then I'll still use a stoner on both of the main points of attack, just for safety's sake. And maybe this is a catapult. Throw that there. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I think this will be enough. Maybe an extra defender on each side. I've got the money. Might as well spend it. Okay, now we're set. Let's get them moving. Throw everyone down. Though the back two, I won't move the whole way. I'll just get them advanced some. Maybe to like there. Yeah. And then I'll want the defenders to be moving down because barbarians are in play. Okay, and there should be another one over here. Yeah, there's a wyvern. Don't want to let that go unchecked. Get the defender into position. Oh yeah, absolutely you should not pro yet. I know the Xbox 360 version isn't perfect. I think it's actually multiple discs on Xbox 360. But you know what? Do it. And you know what? Just don't read anything about the characters beforehand. Make your own decisions about them. I find it better not knowing how people feel about the character arcs in that one beforehand. Okay, that's a barbarian. I'm gonna actually move you. Hold on. All right, sorry. Sorry about that. Just had a pressing inquiry. I just gotta watch out for that barbarian. Okay, there we go. Now my attackers are in position. And they'll start fighting the wyvern, and once they're done with the wyvern, I can get it out of the way so the defenders can go ahead. Oh, you are just not doing well, my good friend. Okay, you can just wait there. Alright, the wyvern's almost down. There's another wyvern coming up behind. Oh boy. I'm just gonna move you back. Gonna move them both back. I guess I'm just gonna have to clear out the wyverns as they come up on that side. Get the defender to attack that. Maybe they shouldn't move that far. Okay, there they go. Now they're attacking that beast. You know what? In Final Fantasy XIII, that won't be much of a problem. No, Pro 8, you'll be just fine. Don't you worry about it. I think with 4 attackers on this side, I'll be okay to deal with the barbarians. Yeah, you should definitely buy a new controller for other things. Certainly. That one's down. So these can all go over here, actually. I think I might just... I know what I'll do. I think instead of, you know, getting beaten back on this one, I'll just throw a bunch of units over onto this side. Yeah, start getting in there. You'll be okay, even if you fight a little barbarian. Start getting the wyvern. So if I can get them down, I'll be golden. 3 attackers there will be great. Keep it going. You'll be fine. Okay, good. The wyvern's beating a different path. Perfect. Judge Zach, not a problem. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for coming along. I appreciate it terribly. I need this defender to get down and in there. And you're coming along. Yep, start fighting the wyvern. Y'all got this. See, I could definitely get in trouble if I play this too aggressive. Y'all can just move down a little. Just wait for the next thing. And are you stuck? Thank you, Judge Zach. I love your email collection. Uh-oh, the barbarians got ranged attacks. I forgot about that. Jeez Louise. Okay, just stay there. Uh-oh, these guys are in trouble. Yeah, they'll all be fine. Okay, the wyvern's down. I need to start everyone in on attacking that barbarian, though. And then we can start sending them down towards the beast. Yeah, one of my attackers down there is gone now. I've still got 3 and a defender. And this side's pretty clear. Okay, why are you not helping? Help. Help, Dagnabbit. Are you... Help. Do your duty. All of y'all just get as far down as you possibly can. I need you to be destroying things as they come along. Okay, just then stay there. Okay, you're good. Yeah, we're gonna have to rely on sheer numbers. I'm gonna need you to actually start coming this way. Alright. There we go. Let's get all of them down on that beast, because that's the beast. That beast right now is the last thing that's standing between me and a quick clear. Okay, you're good, just stay. And Mr. Defender, please keep coming along, because there's definitely going to be another barbarian, and I hate that. Come on, get the beast before another baddie shows up. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. do it. You can do it. Yes! Quick clear! Whew, took some work, but we got there. Wow, that was great. Sure we'll be back though. Could bet your life on that. We don't know when they'll send the next wave, so check back every so often. 18 allied units remain, so I'm returning 3,600 gil. Yeah, found something cool out on the battlefield. Hope it'll come in handy. A peace ring. I do believe that the peace ring... Yeah, it protects against a lot of status ailments, so I like status ailment protection over stat boosts, even though the magic defense is nice, don't get me wrong. Definitely gonna throw that on Cloud. Especially since it protects against Berserk, having control over, you know, Cloud will be super, super nice. And it prevents anger and sadness. So now Cloud is completely emotionless, as he was meant to be. Okay. Now, in order to do what's next, I've got to head back to Junon. Though all being said, given that we're already a bit late. Yes. Exactly. I'm just gonna make the walk back, and then we will pick up next time with further plot. Uh-oh. Oh, phew. I thought it was gonna be the sparks. This is like not great, but it's not as bad as it could have been. Just beta. Just use beta. Just destroy everything very quickly. Because I don't really want to fight. I do need some more money. But I can get that by selling stuff. Man, the first walk out, I got like 2 encounters. I'm gonna get like 5 this time. That's just what's gonna happen. I feel like this thing is like part bird, part cactus. Oh no, I don't have the long range material on. Rats. Okay, well we'll use some magic. It's really nice that one of the magic spells that you can learn is quite literally heavy artillery. You know, it just makes everything so much easier. Okay. Given that this will be probably the last battle, I'm going to go ahead and start saying my goodbyes. Folks, thank you so very much for joining me. I hope you've had a wonderful evening. I know I have. Thanks once again to Madison for the raid earlier. I appreciate it so terribly much. And so, yeah. Next time, we'll find out what Tifa was talking about. We'll see if Priscilla actually lived. I need to go back out to save. And there's probably going to be one more for Condor. I know. Don't let that drag you down. It'll be quick, I promise. Or, well, as quick as I can make it. But so, all that said and done. Box hands. I'm going to set y'all on a raid. And tonight I'm going to send y'all to Asherin, who is playing Final Fantasy I right now, as part of a race between him and one of his friends. I thought the concept of what they were doing is so cool, and given that, y'all have been watching Final Fantasy for this long, what's a little more? Yes, it does not pro yet, believe it or not. It's kind of hard to believe, I know. But yeah, that'll be it for me. Thank you so very much. Please go say hello. I need to make dinner, so I need to call it a night. There we go. Alrighty. That'll do it for me. Thank you so very much, y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye-bye.